Today I'm going to be talking about the Quick Cut Greens Harvester. If you like these videos, please hit like and please subscribe so we can grow this channel. Thank you. If you have a small farm market garden, you're going to want this tool. This is a game changer. You definitely save so much time with this compared to cutting this by hand. This bed of tatsoi here is basically an Asian spinach, but to cut this by hand, you can see just this 20-foot bed here, you'd be on your hands and knees for probably a half an hour. With this, it would cut it down to 5 seconds. I mean, you're probably not going to spend more than 10 seconds with this thing. So what I do here, these are 30-inch beds. All my beds are modeled after what these other great market gardeners are doing. Curtis Stone, John Martin Fortier, they all use 30-inch beds. I have 14-inch walkways, and the 30-inch bed gives you enough room to straddle it if you want to work from here, or if you're on this side, you can reach the other side, and it just makes ergonomic sense. With this harvester, you're going to come along and you're going to get most of the bed that way. You have to make one more pass on the other side, so 2 swipes and the entire bed is harvested. So a little bit about the harvester itself. It's sold by Farmer's Friend, and what this has is it's got a blade here which has a pin right here that you can take out and change the blade, or you can clean it, and the blade goes back and forth, and you can just take any electric battery operated drill and you just mount it on there. One tip from what I've done with this is this strap here, it just fits over this, and when you're not using it, that strap falls off. So I put a piece of tape on here just to keep this thing from going anywhere. So that's one useful tip if you're going to buy this. The other thing that happens is when you're spinning, these ropes spin and they grab the vegetation and they throw it into the bag, which it's open on this side here, and then you can just dump it into your tote. And it's a pretty simple design. It's got a belt here, a rubber belt, and those are replaceable. Everything's replaceable on this. So one thing to keep in mind with this thing is this vegetation will get caught and stick on here. So you want to clean this thing right away, and I just use a hose. So I'll just hose it off. You don't want the stuff getting caught and caking on the blade. It's much harder to get off. So hose it right away. Hose the bag out. I just use a hose and I rinse the bag out. This also comes with a bottle of oil. They'll give you some special food grade oil. You can probably buy it at any place that sells like restaurant supplies and such, but they'll give you a small bottle of it, and it lasts quite a while, and you're just going to want to keep this thing lubricated before you use it each time, and that'll help you take care of the blade for a long time. These run about $450, but like I said, if you have a market garden or a small farm, you're definitely going to save that in labor in 1 year easily. You're not on your hands and knees spending hours. And I had a 75-foot bed of spinach outside, and that would have taken me hours to do with a knife, obviously. So definitely, if you're going to buy anything for a farm, if you're starting out especially, this is the first thing that you should buy. The first thing, as far as expensive tool. Obviously you need shovels and rakes and all that sort of thing, but your first real investment, definitely this thing. So let's show you how it works. What I'm going to do is, if you have drip tape, this bed has drip tape in it. If you angle this down into the drip tape, it's obviously going to cut into. This thing is extremely sharp. And when you're walking around with it, don't hold it like that. Ask me why. Because I've cut my leg on it before. So what I do is I kind of angle it up like this so that this part here is riding on the drip tape. So I'm not angling down, I angle it up. And if you also turn the drip tape on, it'll fill with water and it'll weight down, and then you don't have to worry about it as much. Or if you're really concerned, which is a big pain I think, is taking the drip tape completely out. But you know, a lot of times it's tangled in the vegetation and you can't put it back in, and I don't really like doing that. So let's show you how it goes. And then you take your product, dump it in my small tote. All my large totes are out in the restaurant right now, so I'm out of totes. So I had to use this nice pink one here. And then we do one more swipe. Usually I like to go with the direction that the drip tape is laid, so I like to go in that direction with it, but you don't have to. And I'm going to go against the grain here. And that's about it. This thing has done the job. That would have taken a whole lot longer. That probably took a total of 10 seconds. Alright, so this is what you end up with. There's a few pounds here. And basically this tatsui is going to grow back again, so I can come back in here. Right now it's late September, so it may take a little while, but we're in the greenhouse here, so that moves you back to about late August. So this should grow back in maybe a week or two, and I'll be able to come in here and harvest this again. And I can leave this right through the winter. This will probably, in the greenhouse especially, this will probably stay. It won't grow back, and as the fall rolls on into winter, it's gonna just not grow back at all at some point. We just don't have the sunlight. But I'm just going to keep harvesting this until that happens. And yeah, it just works really well. So highly, highly recommended if you're going to be doing market gardening, small farming. Even, you know, people that are doing this on a large scale, they have a couple of these things. It's a must-have. It's how you make these farms profitable at this scale. You have to find time-saving apparatuses, and this is definitely one of the major ones. So that's it for today. Hopefully you like this video. If you do, please hit like, and please subscribe to my channel so I can make more videos like this. Thanks, have a good day.